So, hello everyone. Welcome to another little art practical for Union Chapel Church's Culture Cafe. I'm going to show you how to make a colour wheel. So it's just working with the primary colours, which are the colours that can't be made by mixing colours together. They're just, well, you have to already have the pigment. So they are blue, yellow, and red. So I've got some heavyweight paper here. I'm using rough watercolour paper, but you can use any kind of paper for this. I've got my little diagram of my colour wheel. So this is what we're going to end up with. Um, you need something round to draw around. I've got this nice ceramic. Um, it's actually used to store cheese. And so just taking a pencil, just draw around your round object. You can use a jar or a mug or anything you like. So that's how to draw a perfect circle without even trying. So you've got this nice circle. So what you need to do after that is you want to draw a line halfway down the middle of this circle. You can, if you want, use a ruler, but if you're happy doing it freehand, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be that accurate, but we draw a line going down the middle. And then once you've done that, you want to make 3 sections in each side. So you want to have 3 sections, 6 altogether, but each section is cut into 3 like a cake. And it doesn't matter if they're different sizes. It doesn't have to be that accurate. As you can see, this one is a bit fatter. Someone lucky is going to get that slice of cake because it's fatter than the others. Anyway, so there we are. You've got your 6 slices of cake on your circle. And then hopefully you've got some brushes and a jar of water and some paints. I'm going to just use watercolour paint, but you can use any kind of paint. You can even do it with coloured pencils. You can mix coloured pencils by blending one colour on top of another. So when we come to the mixing, if you're using coloured pencils, just add 2 colours onto one section. So I'm going to start off with red. So I've got here Opera Rose, which it's more like a pink than a red, but I'm using it because I really like it. It's nice and bright. So you can use any kind of red, alizarin crimson or magenta, or you could, if you use cadmium red, you'll get different effects when you mix it with the yellows, but you can use any kind of red. So just adding a bit of water to that to make it nice and watery. And so it doesn't matter where you start, just paint one of these sections with your red. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to add a little bit more water to mine. And then so just painting that. So that's your first primary colour, which is red. And this is to do colour mixing, is to do with mixing pigments. If you're using light colour theory, or even I think certain printing techniques, you get different outcomes. But with pigment, so painting or drawing, this is what happens when you mix different colours. So now I've got blue. So this is a turquoise green blue, but you can use, like I say, any blue. Doesn't matter what colour, what kind of blue it is. And I'm mixing in some water to make it nice and flowy. You could also use, if you want to use a watercolour pan with the colours, they're not in tubes, that's fine too. So now this is the most important thing you need to do, is you need to leave a gap either side of your red. So when you paint your blue triangle, don't paint it next to the red. Leave a gap either side. So I'm going to paint my blue triangle here. So just filling in that triangle with the blue, and that's nicely done. Okay, so I've done my blue and I've done my red. So the next primary colour that we're going to put down is the yellow. So yellow is here. I've got a lemon yellow. You can use any kind of yellow. And again, I'm going to mix some nice water in it, get it nice and flowy. And again, most important, you have to leave a gap either side of your blue. So don't put this yellow next to your red or next to your blue. So there's only one place it can go, and that's here. So filling in that square with a nice bright yellow. Right, so you got your yellow, you got your red, you got your blue. So this is the fun part now. We are going to mix our secondary colours to complete the colour wheel. So I bet you can guess what colour you want to put here. It's blue mixed with yellow. So I'm going to take from my palette a bit of blue. I want to keep some blue, hold it back for when we're mixing the other ones. So washing my brush again and then lifting up some yellow. Wow, and look at that, because I'm using lemon yellow and a turquoise blue, it's really bright green. If you're using cadmium yellow and something like Prussian blue or ultramarine, it'll be much more of an olive green or khaki. So I'm going to put the green here, so that lets you know that when you mix blue and yellow, you get green. So filling in that triangle there. Don't worry if it kind of blurs, the edges blur, it might be quite nice. And so the next thing I'm going to do is mix the yellow with the red. You might be able to guess what colour you get. So lifting up some of the red with my clean brush. And so always clean your brush in between colours to keep the colours fresh. And lifting up some of the yellow, mixing them together. And again, you get a nice stingy orange. That's because we've got a pink, bright colours that we're using, bright pink, pinkish red. If you're using a cadmium red, it will be a deeper orange. So red and yellow, mix them together in this section, and you get a nice orange. And again, don't worry if it blurs on the edges, it's quite nice. And so the last section is the blue and the red mixed together. And again, depending on which type of blue and which type of red you've used, you'll get a particular type of, well, it's going to be, I'd like to keep it a surprise, but I'm sure you know it will be a purple or violet. So I'm picking up some blue, I'm picking up some red and mixing them together. Wow, look at that. So zingy. So that's a nice slingy purple. It's ever so slightly greyish, and that's, I think, because the turquoise has got a bit of a green bias to it, so it's making it slightly greyer. Anyway, there, we'll add that into this last section. And there you have your colour wheel. Bye. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.